What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Texans franchise gameplay. For those of you that are new to this channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays here on the channel, not just the Houston Texans. I also have a Washington football team franchise that I post. Would love for you guys to check those out. The links to all the playlists will be down in the description below. But for those of you who have been following this Texans franchise now for a while now, we're now in week number 10, getting ready to match up here with the Cleveland Browns, where our Texans team is just really looking to bounce back. Took a devastating loss to a division rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kind of hurt us a little bit, not so much though. We're still in playoff contention, even though we're really starting to rack up the losses more than I was anticipating. But we're still going to be tested here in this Week 10 matchup against the Cleveland Browns, as they have one of the best defensive ends in the game in Myles Garrett and a very good running back with Nick Chubb. So I'm not sure how our defense is going to handle up with the running threat of Nick Chubb, and I'm not sure if our offensive line is going to be able to hold up to Myles Garrett, because we don't really have the best offensive line in the league at all. But taking a quick look here at the playoff standings, or just the standings in general, looking at the AFC side of things, even though we're racking up the losses, we're sitting at 4-4 on the season right now. If playoffs were to start, our Texans would find ourselves in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's a good thing to look at least. At least, even though we are taking a lot of L's, we're still in the thick of things in this playoff race. We have a chance to make it here. Things that are looking a little bit different here, though, on the Texan side of the football, as we're taking a look at the Cleveland Browns and how they're doing so far this season. But we have a little bit of a running back controversy going here in Texas. We have Duke Johnson, who's one of our running backs that we use a lot. We have Dontrell Hilliard and David Johnson. Old man David Johnson really gets the bulk of the carries because he's really like the power back. Duke Johnson and Dontrell Hilliard, we're still trying to figure out between them who's going to get the bulk of the next carries. I'm leaning more towards Dontrell Hilliard because he has 94 speed. So I don't know. We'll see what we're working with. Might see a lot more Dontrell Hilliard this game than David Johnson, but I will catch you guys on the field.
We're the so-called rock and roll.
All right, so the Cleveland Browns definitely seem to be a beatable team on paper. See that Baker Mayfield has thrown 22 interceptions already through 8 games. Seems to be that's the recipe to beat the Cleveland Browns. If we're able to stop the running attack of Nick Chubb and put the games in Baker Mayfield's hands, he's literally going to throw the game away. So here we are, start things out on offense. First down to 10. Deshaun Watson with all day in the pocket to throw. Can't find anybody, decides to take off and scrambles for a gain of 8 yards up to the 33-yard line. Handoff here on second down goes to David Johnson. He turns that into a huge gain as he finds himself brought down at the 44-yard line for another Texans first down. Deshaun Watson scrambling again, looking to pick up another first down with his legs, but he stopped just 3 yards short there. Second and 3 from the 49-yard line. Watson under center is going to turn and hand this ball off to David Johnson, who almost had the first down but gets stopped just a yard short. That guy Myles Garrett already showing up to be a big name. Third down and 1. Deshaun Watson dropping back to throw. Ends up finding Dontrell Hilliard on a nice little out route. Picks up the first down for the Houston Texans, keeping this drive alive. Between Dontrell Hilliard and Duke Johnson, I'm really looking to see who's going to emerge as the go-to receiving back in the mix. Both of them are way too small and not strong enough to be power backs at all. That's why I say David Johnson he's going to get his carries no matter what. We're just trying to see who's going to help out with this passing game out of the backfield. First down to 10 from the 25-yard line, completed across the middle to the big tight end Darren Fells, who was brought down inside the red zone at the 14-yard line. First down to 10, handoff goes to David Johnson, tries to turn the corner, and he just does not have the speed he needs to. Ends up getting only a one-yard gain. A lot of work for just 1 yard there. Second down and 9, ends up finding David Johnson out of the backfield. Surprise, surprise. Ends up picking up a nice gain of 6 yards. Third and 3 from the 7-yard line. Watson in trouble, and he's intercepted by Ronnie Harrison. And Harrison is trying to turn this into a pick 6. He has a convoy in front of him. Ends up picking up a block there on Will Fuller. Harrison is at the 30, at the 20, and he's being chased down by Will Fuller. Does he have the speed? And yes, Will Fuller is able to catch him at the 5-yard line, momentarily stopping the points put up on the board from the Cleveland Browns. Tough position here for the Texans defense. Here with their first possession, ball already in the 5, and Nick Chubb has no problem from 5 yards out getting that into the end zone untouched. And the Cleveland Browns end up putting up the first points on the board when it looked like the Texans were in prime position, moving the ball very well. and looking to put up points of their own. Now trying to rebound after the interception thrown. Watson ends up making a nice safe throw in the flats there to Dontrell Hilliard, who makes the catch, gets out of bounds to the 36-yard line. First down and 10 from the 36. Watson in the shotgun formation, dropping back to throw. Ends up going underneath to Will Fuller, who makes the grab, almost getting up to the 50-yard line. Just brought down shy right at the 49-yard line. Back to throw once more, going deep, and that ball is going to be swatted away by Rodney Harrison once more. Deshaun Watson almost threw his second interception of the day. Second down and 10, handoff goes to Dontrell Hilliard, who has 94 speed, turns that corner easily, gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. Texans on another drive, nice little drive right here. Darren Fells ends up making the catch there on first down, picks up 7 yards to the 28-yard line. Watson still dropping back to throw. Nice pocket, ends up connecting across the middle, ends up finding Darren Fells, who makes the catch, ends up taking a hit, brought down at the 12. Right back to David Johnson, and David Johnson is stonewalled, ends up losing 2 yards there on first down. Second quarter here now. Watson dropping back to throw, try to take off late, and ends up getting brought down. Is that going to count as a sack? Nope. They end up saying that Deshaun Watson ended up getting back to the line of scrimmage. Try to set up the screen here on 3rd and 12. Dontrell Hilliard has a convoy in front of him, ends up getting brought down at the 4-yard line. But on 4th and 2, instead of going for the field goal, Watson staying on the field, trying to get a touchdown, ends up finding Darren Fells in the end zone, and the Houston Texans have finally put up points on the board. That was a risky call there on 4th and short to go for it, but it ends up paying off with a nice little throw there by Deshaun Watson to Darren Fells, who was key on that drive. Now the Houston Texans defense back out on the field to see Baker Mayfield and Nick Chubb and try to see if they're able to put a stop together. We have a little bit more field to work with, some time to try to figure things out, how we're going to slow this running game down. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line, goes right back to Nick Chubb, and this time he stopped for a loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down and 12 from the 34-yard line. Baker Mayfield in the pistol formation, and he hands this ball off to Nick Chubb, who has a lane, has room, ends up getting all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now 3rd and 4 from the 42. Baker Mayfield back in that pistol formation, going to drop back to throw. Has all day clean pocket, going deep, and is intercepted. Lonnie Johnson on the interception. Lonnie Johnson trying to return this one all the way to the house for 6, but ends up getting brought down at the 20-yard line by Baker Mayfield. Lonnie Johnson is my guy. Way to come through right there. Like I said, if we're able to turn this Cleveland Browns team into a passing team, it could be problematic for them. Jet sweep here goes to Will Fuller. He's able to turn this into a huge gain of 15 yards all the way down to the 5-yard line. Texans with the chance to take the lead right here. Handoff goes to David Johnson, breaks one tackle, ends up getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3 yards on the play. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Handoff goes to Duke Johnson, and he's able to get some of that back, 2 yards of it back. Third and goal here from the 6. Handoff goes to David Johnson, try to fight his way forward, and he's just unable to get anything. And the Houston Texans are going to settle for a field goal there on their next possession. I mean, we're just going to go ahead and take our points there. I wanted to throw the ball, but I didn't think it was the safe decision to go there. I thought that the Cleveland Browns would be playing like a hard passing defense, so I thought I could catch them off guard with the run. But like my problem's been all season long, my offensive line really isn't that good at blocking. So run blocking is very difficult running the ball in general is very difficult for this Texans team. Baker Mayfield under pressure ends up throwing an interception to the defensive tackle of all people. Brandon Dunn coming away with, I'm pretty sure that might be his first career interception. Oh my gosh, how about that? Save that football for the trophy room. Now first down and 10 here, a 2-minute warning hitting here in the second quarter. Second and 2 here from the 11-yard line. Deshaun Watson back to throw. Under pressure, he decides to take off running and ends up getting corralled by this Browns defense after only gain of maybe only 1 yard now. 3rd and 3 end up being complete. No, that pass is going to be dropped by Dontrell Hilliard, I believe. No, that was David Johnson, actually. End up dropping that ball. But on 4th and 3, we're going to go for it. Watson scrambling, tried to slide down, just way too late. Ends up getting a hit stick from hell. Ball's loose in the end zone, recovered by the Cleveland Browns. And that is very unfortunate right there. Maybe another situation where I should have gone for the field goal, taking my points, but I really felt like we can get in the end zone there. We had a little bit more room to play with, and we just couldn't get anybody open, and just a late decision to slide there with Deshaun Watson just really ends up hurting us there in the end. Now with 54 seconds left here in the second quarter, the Browns and Baker Mayfield are trying to see if they're able to put together a drive, get down into field goal range at the least, and maybe even hopefully get into the end zone, as they still have 3 timeouts that they're working with. They're calling one of them right there as they end up completing that pass, I believe, to Kareem Hunt. 2nd and 6 here from the 43-yard line. Baker Mayfield back in the shotgun formation, dropping back to throw, has all day in the pocket but can't find anybody open, ends up making the smart decision and throwing that one away as he was about to be sacked for a huge loss on that play. Now 3rd and 6 from the 43, play action fake to Kareem Hunt, ends up finding Rashad Higgins, I believe. Jarvis Landry ends up making that catch with the Browns, getting all the way down to the 20-yard line, keeping this drive alive. And on 1st down, Baker Mayfield is in trouble, ends up going down to a sack. P.J. Hall coming through, ends up bringing down Baker Mayfield for a loss of 10 yards on that sack there. Mayfield dropping back to throw once more, going deep for the end zone, and Kenyon Crozen ends up dropping a sure interception right there, keeping this drive alive for the Browns. 3rd and 20 from the 30-yard line. 18 seconds left here in the quarter. Baker Mayfield trying to dial up another one, going deep, and Crozen's not going to let the second one get away from him. Ends up making that catch. Interception, and the Texans offense will take over with possession of the ball at the 5-yard line. With just a few seconds left in this one, we're just going to run this one out a little bit. We're not even going to worry about calling our timeouts. We're just trying to escape this first half without anything going crazy, like a fumble that they end up recovering and end up getting 3 points out of it. So we're good with where we're at right now. I'm going to start the second half off with kicking the ball off to the Cleveland Browns to try to see if our defense is able to come up big once more. Again, all we have to do, it's been proven, all we got to do is just stop Nick Chubb and force Baker Mayfield to pass this ball. He's already thrown 2 interceptions already. The game plan is going pretty good. We just need to slow down Nick Chubb. 2nd down and 7 goes to Nick Chubb, and he's able to fight his way forward for a 1st down. That defensive game plan is easier said than done. Nick Chubb is a difficult man to stop. He always falls forward. Ends up picking up another 1st down. Oh, almost picked up a 1st down there. Gets us to a 2nd and inches here. Kareem Hunt in there for his first carry, I believe that is. Ends up turning that one into a Browns 1st down up to midfield. 1st down and 10. Handoff goes right back to Nick Chubb. Surprise, surprise, and he ends up falling forward, and that might be another 2nd and inches. No, they called this one a 1st down for the Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb is showing to be a threat right now. 1st down and 10, gets the handoff once more, turns that into a gain of about 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Baker Mayfield back in that pistol formation once more. This time he's dropping back to throw. Looking, can't find anybody. Ends up throwing one up, and okay, all right. That one should have been intercepted or at least swatted down. But Jarvis Landry comes up with a nice reception, getting the Browns all the way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They try to run a jet sweep there with Higgins, and he ends up getting stopped for a loss of 3 yards on the play, actually 4 yards. 2nd down and goal, handoff goes to Nick Chubb, turns the corner, and he easily walks into the end zone for another Browns touchdown, his 2nd touchdown of the day, giving the Cleveland Browns the lead right there. Like I said, man, it's easier said than done to slow down Nick Chubb of all running backs. Like, he is just so difficult to contain, and you have to worry about his superstar abilities. I'm not sure exactly what the guy has on him. I know it must be like armbar. He might even have a bulldozer on Nick Chubb, so he's a problem. I think his X factor is freight train, so we definitely don't want to see Nick Chubb blinking anytime soon. But now the Houston Texans offense is back on the field, trying to see if they're able to snatch the lead back from the Cleveland Browns as they just took it. And Deshaun Watson, hit as he's throwing that ball. That ball floated up. He's lucky that one was not intercepted. 3rd and inches here, ends up connecting across the middle there to the big tight end Darren Fells, who go ahead and signals for that 1st down, asking the chain gang to go ahead and move those sticks. Watson in trouble here on 1st and 10, and just barely got that pass away before he was brought down for a sack. 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Handoff goes to Hilliard, tries to turn the corner, and Myles Garrett is on that side. Do not try to run stretch to my side, he says. 3rd down and 33, ends up connecting across the middle to Will Fuller, who has the catch, and that's a 1st down. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line, 12 seconds left here. Texans end up setting the screen up to Hilliard, who makes the reception, gets out of bounds to the 17-yard line. Texans are inside the red zone in perfect position to put points up on the board here and hopefully take the lead. Handoff on first down goes to Hilliard, turns that into a gain of 6 yards for a 2nd and 4. From the 11-yard line, second down, Watson ends up throwing, ends up connecting on the out route there to Brandon Cooks. Gets us to a 1st and goal here from the 6-yard line. Handoff goes to David Johnson, trying to power his way forward, and he's only able to turn that into a gain of 3. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Handoff once again goes right to David Johnson. Has a huge hole, and he's going to easily walk into the end zone. Didn't need to put the speed on display right there. David Johnson had a huge hole that he could have just easily taken his time, walked through, and would have still gotten into the end zone. Texans now snatch the lead right back from the Cleveland Browns here in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the game. Baker Mayfield back in the shotgun formation, dropping back to throw, ends up connecting underneath there to Nick Chubb, I believe that is, on the drag route, ends up turning that into a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6, Baker Mayfield dropping back to throw, and under pressure going down to a sack. Merciless coming off the edge, bringing down Baker Mayfield. Now ends up bringing up a 3rd and 16 from the 19-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Browns offense in danger of getting off the field right here. Mayfield looking to go deep, looking for Odell Beckham Jr., and he is unable to make the catch there, and it's going to force the Browns to bring on the punting unit here. That is a stop I needed right there. I mean, an interception would have been better, but hey, it's the same thing. It gets the ball right back to our offense here, and we have a chance to increase our lead, go up 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Watson back to throw on first down, and he's in trouble as he's sandwiched in between 2 Cleveland Browns defender. That ball falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Watson drops him at the throw, ends up taking off with his legs, has room, and he's going to slide down this time, not taking any hits at all. Ends up picking up a gain of 7 yards there. 3rd down 3. Watson scrambling again. He's going to take off with his legs, picks up the 1st down, and he's going to slide down just across midfield at the opposite 49-yard line. Go ahead and signal that 1st down. The chain gang needs to get on it. 1st down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Handoff goes to David Johnson, who has blockers this time. Turns the corner and picks up a gain of 10 yards there on 1st down. His best run of the day, and maybe even the best of the season for David Johnson this year. Handoff on 1st down goes to Dontrell Hilliard, another outside run. He's able to turn the corner, picking up 7 yards. At this point, we're going to look to run this ball as much as possible, try to take this clock away from Cleveland, and try to take those timeouts away. Duke Johnson getting in there, sneaking in the rotation, getting the carry there, ends up picking up the 1st down. Right back to David Johnson here on 1st down. He works his way all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 here. Watson handing this ball off to Johnson once more. Ends up getting a I don't even think he got a gain on that one. 3rd down and 4 from the 20-yard line. Watson scrambling. Ends up trying to put this ball in the air, but can't find anybody open. Running backwards, and ends up making a smart decision in that one to throw that ball away. But in the back of his mind, Deshaun Watson knows he might have just left this door open for the Cleveland Browns. This is only a 6-point lead. Cleveland has no timeouts with 1 minute and 21 seconds left. They still have a lot of weapons. Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. Can Baker Mayfield put together a drive and get them this game-winning drive? Tries to go for it right away, and it's almost intercepted. The ball is dropped. Justin Reed had the game in his hands, and he just let it slip away. 2nd down and 10. Baker Mayfield's not going to get the snap off. That's going to be a delayed game. Not what you want to see right here. 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield dropping back to throw. Has all day in the pocket, but he's dropping back all the way to his goal line and ends up throwing that ball away. I don't know what Baker Mayfield had in his mind, what he was thinking. You're definitely not trying to win this game, my guy. 3rd down and 15. Ends up completing this pass in the flats there to Kareem Hunt, but go ahead, take that all you want. That's what we're giving up. 4th and 12, they have no choice but to go for it. Baker Mayfield back in the shotgun formation, getting pressure, and that one's going to be intercepted. Vernon Harger is reading Baker Mayfield like a book, and he's off on the return, trying to turn this into a pick 6, but ends up getting stopped just short at the 2-yard line. Now the Houston Texans offense is going to come onto the field with perfect position from 2 yards out. It should be an easy touchdown, and it is for Duke Johnson as he runs into the end zone, extending this lead up to 12. Make that 13 after the field goal was up and good. And now this game is pretty much over now. I mean, Baker Mayfield literally just threw this game away like the game plan was. Make Baker Mayfield throw, and I feel very confident about us coming away with the win now. Now, with 38 seconds left in the game, Baker Mayfield is just trying to make this game look a little bit better, getting pressure here on second down, and he's going to throw another interception. Charles Omenihu ends up coming up with the interception. The big defensive end is off and running, tiptoeing the sideline, and he's going to walk into the end zone for another pick six. Well, his first pick six. That might be his first interception of the year, his first touchdown, and that's going to be at the end of the game. Baker Mayfield literally just crumbled this one like he has all season, throwing interceptions. For hell, I mean, he threw an interception to a defensive tackle. So, I mean, a lot of game balls are going to be saved in this one. Big defensive tackle Brandon Dunn ends up having his first career interception. I'm pretty sure Charles Omenihu just got his first interception in return for a touchdown. So, man, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe for more Texans franchise gameplays, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try again.